You know what? WrestleMania, I said this last night. This was the problem with WrestleMania. It was a letdown. WrestleMania to me was a letdown. It really was. I thought that I wasn't expecting much. I wasn't hyped. I wasn't hyped for this WrestleMania. There was only 2 really good matches of the night. And both were excellent, I thought. The two matches that stole the show was Flair versus HBK, match of the year candidate, in my eyes. The best match of the night by far. Then you have Edge versus The Undertaker. Great match. Back and forth. Edge countering every single freaking thing you had for him to counter. He countered every single finisher. Chokeslam, last ride, tombstone. Edge was incredible. Bad ending, not because of The Undertaker winning. I knew The Undertaker was going to win. But it was more that he used that horrible inverted triangle choke. I hate that move. He doesn't execute it right. I know it's a go-go plata, but it's not performed right. He does not do it right. And a go-go plata is just an inverted triangle choke. Everything's inverted something. Everything's a variation of something. But he doesn't do it right. Undertaker does not do that move right. And the fact that they always bleed from the mouth is just ridiculous. They always bleed from the mouth. The ending could have been better if he would have ended it with a tombstone, with anything. Anything but winning with that crappy submission hold. I would love to see him get tombstone and then pin in the middle of the ring. We all knew Undertaker was going to win. It was good to see him come out in his ministry robe, so to speak. That was badass. It's like, I like how he changed up. I like how he's changing his moves up. Great. That's great, finisher. But you shouldn't win the main event of WrestleMania with that. That was just bad to me. Great match though. Edge vs. Taker is a 4-star match. Edge vs. Taker was easily a 4-star match in my opinion. It was really the second best match of the night. But WrestleMania, I'll go down the line. Bunny Mania was crap. Best part about Bunny Mania was seeing Snoop Dogg clothesline Santino. You got Money in the Bank, which was not awesome. I don't know who keeps saying Money in the Bank was awesome. Money in the Bank was not awesome. Money in the Bank was a big letdown. It was rushed. There was maybe 2 memorable spots. Jumping from the top rope to the ladder is not a spot. That's all they did. They all had people jump to the air and jump to it. No. You know what? Maybe it's because Jeff Hardy was supposed to be there and there was supposed to be a couple more spots. It wasn't there. The spots were not there for me. Like, John Morrison's botched moonsault was like the highlight. And it's the fact that it was botched too. It's just not good. Like, it's pretty bad when your main highlight of the night is a botched moonsault. It's bad when the only thing that really really was like kicking ass was Shelton getting thrown off. Like he got thrown through the ladder. There was nothing there. There was nothing like. He didn't get like thrown through in a good one. He just got tossed off. I would have liked him to see something happen. You had the botched ultimate backstabber, which sucked. You had Shelton Benjamin's botch move. He's looking sloppy anyway. You had Jericho perform. The submission move was all right, but the first one he had done was better in the previous Money in the Banks. It just didn't look as good. It's like I wasn't that impressed. Like everyone's so impressed by it. I was not that impressed. The only good part of the whole Money in the Bank was right here. Matthew Hardy is back. And that was the highlight of Money in the Bank. The only reason Money in the Bank was even suitable for my viewing. And you know what was funny, though? I think it would have been better if he didn't come out in, like, wrestling pants with his shirt off. He should have come out like he did with Edge and, like, street clothes, like he was just there watching. Instead, he's, like, in wrestling attire. So to me, that was a little eh. That sets up Matt. I don't think Matt will win the title at Backlash. I don't think it'll happen. I think Matt will win the title, but I think MVP keeps it for a year first. MVP will keep it for a year and then lose it to Matt, probably at Judgment Day. Then you had the Belfast Brawl starting off the night. It was average. No one bled. There's supposed to be all that emotion there. All that emotion, like, yeah, that's Finley's son and Finley versus JBL. No blood. But when and you know what? I was one of the only people that was like, the only thing, okay, when JBL beat up Hornswoggle in the cage, that, like, touched my heart. Like, I didn't like it. I really didn't. And it's like, I didn't like when JBL beat up Hornswoggle in the steel cage, but when he threw the trash can at Hornswoggle, that was the funniest fucking thing I have seen in a long time in the WWE. When he chucked that fucking trash can and Hornswoggle just, like, dropped like a freaking ton of bricks was great. And JBL looks amazingly in shape. Somehow, John Bradshaw Layfield really is working on his fucking tone. He's doing his ass. Like, he's getting back in shape. Yeah, JBL is really getting back into shape. He still can't wrestle, but he's getting back into shape, which is good. Moving on, I believe another match I can talk about. I'm trying to remember them all, so give me a break. The ECW, 12-second match. Disappointed that they did a really good job solidifying Chavo Guerrero as a champion. He beat CM Punk cleanly at 2 pay-per-views, or at least 1 pay-per-view. He beat him cleanly on ECW. And then you have him get squashed